Oh yeah, I didn't look at who picked up who. I assume it's 5 Tide.
Undying have this like snowball potential. I think both top lane and bottom lane, they can actually win these lanes pretty well. I'm not too sure because traditionally versus Beastmaster, you want like heroes that kill the boar, and like PL is supposed to be good versus mid lane. But I don't know if DP's like if you have PLCM, then Beastmaster lane is pretty much unplayable. But DP doesn't offer any like slows or stuns for the boar to kill it. But I think if Beastmaster goes boars in this lane, then he can win that lane. And top lane, you have some potential. Oh, they're actually looking to go aggro on Undying.
I think they're assuming that they're going to go aggro on EG. And they think that they're going to send Ice Bomb to try and match the Saberlight Beast.
Yeah, that... I mean, that's not bad, actually. I think Ursa... I mean, I don't know when it's how it is now, but I know I played a game with, like, no one Ursa, who played versus PL, and he just hunted him the entire game, because if you get that first hit on him, then you can see which one's real with the Fury swipes.
Right. Look at Arteezy's doing where he's standing. I think he was trying to dodge potential hawks and stuff, too. He's, like, starting to cut the trees, but, like, I don't think they've actually seen any of the heroes down here, or top.
One of the things the panel talked about was the ability to flex these heroes in different roles. The Tidehunter to a support, something we've seen in Europe, but EG, a team that has not flexed heroes between roles at all. Only the Pengo has been played by multiple different players when it comes to EG. So it's I don't know if it's surprising or just the EG way where they kind of stick to what works for them.
Huzzah!
The
I think
begins.
EG, I mean, they're pretty confident in this lane, even though, because they were talking in the panel about having this 5 Tidehunter, and I really like the idea. But I think EG, just because they're Radiant, they're pretty confident in playing Tidehunter Earth Spirit into pretty much any of the Undying heroes this game, just because the Poe is so strong on Radiant.
Yeah, that's true.
Early TPs. I think Undying caught wind that they did not get the lane matchup they wanted, so Saberlight insta TPs down bottom, and Ursa's going to TP up top. We'll see if EG follows suit with their own TPs, or if they're just going to, like you say, be happy with the lanes and play it out.
Yeah, I think EG should be okay with this, honestly. Like, Ice is very good at getting more out, like that's honestly a specialty, like getting more out of this lane than he should. Like, it's Undying, which is annoying, but lane's already pushing for him. They're going to pull the second wave, and he should be fine.
Yeah, he's, you know, maybe it was a long time ago, but he definitely spent, like, a good 6 or 7 years playing the offlane like this, right? You know, no friends, always up against it. That was kind of the old classic for the position 3 players.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I used to see, like, some Light of Heaven Windrunner, and he would go hit Ancients through, like, some gap in the map.
The quelling blade?
And that's what you would get.
Yeah.
Well, I said that gets his early first blood. I don't think that's what he was planning.
He just died to decay. Like, he just got right-clicked to death. There are no stuns, there are no slows. He was just overplaying his hand a bit, and he had the stick charges, but I think just barely did manage to get those out.
Actually, yeah, he just straight up took 585 damage from Undying. That's it.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. You can see the impact of decay, right? You know?
Sometimes that's just life, I guess. That death is actually, it's surprisingly impactful because it lets Dubu be freed up to get the small cap pull up, and now the lane equilibrium is reset. Because normally you do this pull as Earth Spirit, and if crit man, actually this hard camp is blocked, so this will actually free up crit because it's going to double it back into Tidehunter after they finish the small camp. He got the worst camp in the game. I should get removed. Thank you. I hate the kobolds.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got that sassy guy with the wine goblet. I don't know. Maybe he can just get a few more creeps. Would that help?
Yeah, just make it strong. Bigger. Every other camp in the game actually does something when you single pull it. And that camp, like, you can pull just the range creep and it won't kill the range creep. It's actually very silly.
Add a few more kobolds. 5 is not enough.
Yeah.
Let's get to like 7 or...
Alchemist buffed again, gods? I don't know. All right. Hold on.
But yeah, Crit's plan seems to just be to continue pulling waves. He's managed to grab a double range creep from behind the tower, so he's gonna get this for Ice behind the tier 1, I imagine.
They can deny a lot of creeps with this.
Yeah, he barely caught that too. Like, he rolled in and snagged it as it was going under the tower. It was really nice. Oh.
Unfortunately, it's under the tower, so they're not going to get as many denies off.
Yeah. Well, still getting the CS at least.
That's pretty unfortunate though, because Ursa, Tomato did a really good job top. He kept the lane control. He's going to deny 4 creeps out of EXP here, and like, even though they're doing this lane pull stuff, like, he's not really losing that much.
I love this part.
Talked a lot about this top lane. Looking at some of our other lanes, down bottom it seems like Arteezy is doing just fine farming against the Beastmaster. It doesn't really feel like either lane has pulled away or done a whole lot to dominate this lane at all.
To be honest, I feel like if Beastmaster gets to go boars and he's having a decent lane though, he's eventually going to kick P out of lane. So I think that's actually favored for Undying there too.
And we saw Moon walk home and do the TP mid to refill the bottle before the 4-minute rune too. So now Brile should have a pretty big advantage in that fight.
Yeah, we'll see what supports come and look to influence those runes. Crit is near this top rune, so you're going to imagine he's going to try and help secure it for Abed, but Undying also rotating their Undying to the top rune. So 4-minute rune's coming up soon, and Abed's going to gamble on the bottom one, and it's going to be a haste rune, so gets the fortunate rune spawn.
That's just the out skill right there.
That's you know, some people got it, some people don't get it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. $12 last hits now for Ice. Nice. Catching up. Well, I mean, kind of even there with Saberlight. Still our only death of the game, though.
Yeah, I feel like none of the lanes really have that much kill threat. We're going to see Crit start to work his way through bottom, but Moon plays a really good ward here. It's completely nullifying the Thirst Spirit rotate.
Yeah, and in combination with the haste rune, it's like, yeah, Abed's living past 6, you know? Like, you love killing the guy before level 6, but not this game.
Yeah, Crit
Like what Abed did there.
Got these early urn charges.
He's saving his haste rune for the bounty runes. So now he has an active haste on the bounties, and he can secure 2 here. Ooh, but Dubu.
Unless Dubu's got the moves.
Stupendous!
Yeah, the Dubu, it's... Yeah, Dubu's got it. And the top side, it's going to be a bit of a fight
He
over the
didn't even
bounty
look
rune.
either. That might secure his escape.
And yeah, with the haste rune wearing off, yeah, they can't actually punish him for doing this. EG did punish Moon's Rubik for going for a bounty rune. They had
Alright, Dubu, I level that one.
Yeah.
I was so greedy to go back to the tower with that.
There we go. Crit's got his turn charges, so that's going to give him a bit of extra ganking potential. The Tombstone Gold, plus 125 for Abed.
That's actually a big deal, these urn charges. I feel like their lineup, it lacks a little bit of damage for these early ganks. And
Huzzah!
but when you do stuff like that, you will eco efficiency. It's like, we have such an old game, but you can still win this game with like these sort of versus AI plays, I like to call them. Like, you're not really interacting with the other player, you're just doing better.
Well, 6-minute rune going to spawn
Abed with our own skill.
Yep. Having the mid game of his life.
The thing is, this Beastmaster actually has a level advantage on the PL bottom, and I don't know, PL's like supposed to counter Beast, but if you don't have additional nukes to kill, good one, but he doesn't have pull.
Wow, saw it coming. And yeah, just no points in the pull. Insta TP, I guess he assumed a pull was coming when the TP happened, so he kind of, I wouldn't say panic, but he just preemptively TP'd to stop the storm killing him. But yeah, no points in Vortex.
Did he see that it was a regen rune, or did they just know that he got something bottom?
I know Moon was on top of the ramp. They knew.
I don't think they saw it.
I don't think they saw it. He might have showed somewhere. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. The thing about that play is like, it's not so bad for Abed just because it's regen. But I feel like what happened there was Arteezy's calling that the Beastmaster is playing too far up in lane. He knows that Abed got a regen rune, but he didn't click Abed to check for if he has pull or not. Because it's like a lot of stuff to check for if you're calling the gank. So then the comms like, oh yo, we can kill this Beastmaster, which is like a really good call by Arteezy, honestly. But then you don't have pull. So then it's like, it gets sort of weird there, you know?
Yeah.
It
looks
looks like
a matchup thing where you don't get pull against the Windranger usually, because usually you see Storm get pull at level 3 or 4.
I mean, I don't play a lot of Storm, so I can't talk about it too much, but I feel like you should always have pull. But that's because I'm a support player, so I want my core to have first set in BKB, just ruin all their games to make my life easier.
I've seen it when they feel like they're going to get away with a lot of neutral camps, they just skip it.
Yeah. No, that is pretty much how it works. I feel like if you're going to skip it though, like, and you're planning for neutrals, usually you would max the static remnant anyways though. I think he's going to save the point for it now at 7.
True. And, oh yeah, sorry, they're from Knoxville. His dude was on this Undying. I think he said it's only the 3rd game they've actually picked it, but they're undefeated so far. Ooh. You know, 2-0.
This game is really slow tempo. I mean, right now, Beastmaster has 6, he has his Necro book. This game should come down to basically is like, do EG have a way to stop this Beastmaster from pushing this tower? Because if Beastmaster opens up the map here, like, it's very hard to deal with this hero. And Tidehunter doesn't have the levels or resources because his lane went not the greatest to actually stop this. It looks like it's a free tower.
Yeah, EG trying to make a similar move up top, but that's a DL. It's not going to push towers anywhere near what the Beastmaster can, so...
And Ursa can just stand in front of that tower for now.
Dire's courier has
He's doing a
been
really
killed.
good job here. I see a lot of carries just like get out of there, but sometimes like you need to sacrifice a bit as carry for the greater good. And all Tamao has to do is, you know, he's maybe losing one medium camp in the jungle, but he's
Dire's
stalling
top
out
tower
like 30
is under
seconds for 4 to 5 Radiant heroes. Just because Ursa stands there, Abed has to walk over and they're able to take bot tower and put pressure on mid tower.
Yeah, look what Dubu did, right? TP'd mid instantly and thinking about dropping this tombstone, I'm
Radiant's
sure.
bottom tower
Yeah.
is under
Like
attack.
imagine
The wave
Ursa,
skip, the ward
Ursa
skip too.
leaves there. Oh, sorry. Go.
Dire's
No, I was just
top
saying, he's
tower
getting hit by
is
tower,
falling.
so he noticed that there was a ward over here out of his vision.
That's
Radiant's
nice, actually.
middle
That's a
tower
cute
is under
play.
attack.
Very cheeky. If Ursa left there, like, Undying wouldn't have such a good position on the mid tower. Right now, it looks hard for him to defend. They TP ice ball, but he has to walk mid immediately. This game's slowing down even more.
And Beastmaster's come mid, so there's a Necro book in a couple of seconds to help with this push, so... EG need numbers and definitely need the Tide to sit in front of this tower, even though he's a little underfound.
I mean, this
see the
Beastmaster's
line
looking
too?
strong right now.
Yeah, Saber like just drew bottom, and he's like, now just go bottom. Like they're trying to pull EG across the map right now.
It's such good map movement from Undying, honestly. Like, you know you have the tempo advantage, so EG's like they're not farming when to walk between lanes, so you can force these rotations. But once they're sitting there, like you don't have to go up mid. Like if they want to set 4 to 5 heroes behind the tower, like just don't go in there. You've already got a map control. You're gonna
Radiant's
pressure the other
bottom
lanes,
tower is
and
under attack.
you should be happy with that.
Ryle, looking for a TC, but yeah, not gonna walk to the tree line. Yeah, that's the hardest argument to make in all of pubs, though. Guys, they brought 5 mid. Just leave. Just walk away. Let it go. We don't need to throw the black hole here. I know you want to, but please.
And you look at EG's draft, they've hit level 6 on some pretty key heroes. You've got Tide Ravage, Death Prophet Exorcism. If anything, I feel like EG's ready to take a team fight now.
Yeah, honestly, when you're playing versus a Beastmaster that's super farmed, you're basically hoping that he messes up. Because like this hero, when he dies, he gives a lot. It's more like he does so much while he's alive that like when he's dead, it means more. I don't know if I'm.
It's the brood, you know. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same
like,
thing.
is under
he's so much
attack.
map pressure, but like the hero swings really hard between when he has his lanes pushed out versus when the enemy pushes into you. Like if it's the enemy's pushing into you because they have a Tile Hunter versus your Beastmaster in lane, then this hero can't do anything. Like he's actually a 0. But he's like a 10 out of 10 if the lanes are pushing in, because he can just make so many rotations, as his rotations lead to like tower damage and stuff.
Even just then, EG smoked up 2 heroes to go hunt Beastmaster bottom, but he preemptively TP'd out. Saberlight is just like one step ahead of EG at all times, it feels.
Had a lot of good vision in that bottom jungle too. Throughout the game, between like Hawks and Wards and down there as well. So very good eyes on that from Undying.
And this is some TI style pressure right now. Like you're in a best of 1, you're playing for a major, like they don't want to make the super risky moves. And honestly, I don't even know who it favors at this point. Because like if Beastmaster was a little bit less farmed, then I'd say like EG's line, they have this Tide Hunter, they have this PL who's scaling pretty well. But
Radiant's top tower
Undying's
is
lineup's like
under
no
attack.
slouch. And this Ursa hero, he's not that bad versus PL, honestly.
EG, they smoke up towards mid. They're near Tomato. Not the best hero to go on because of the Enrage, though. Will they invade this triangle? It looks like they're going to stick around this mid. Maybe just get this T1 mid tower. It doesn't seem like Undying have any plans to
Dire's
defend it,
middle
knowing
tower
how
is
strong
under
EG
attack.
are with those ultimates. They're just giving this one up. Dubu maybe going to run in and take the gank. He gets jumped on with the silence. He takes a few spells here. Pick back
Living?
high ground.
He must flub the stone drop, I guess.
Yeah, crit.
I've never seen Crit make that mistake. I've watched a lot of Crit Ursa
Dire's
Spirit.
middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
And to kind of, I mean, anyway, this is a, BO wants to go to major, but in some ways, this is potentially BO wants to go to
Dire's
TI
middle
because
tower
there's only 2
has
majors
fallen.
before TI. If you don't get to these majors, chances of getting enough DPC points to get to TI is pretty low. So this is a lot of pressure for the hero.
That's honestly like the impact of that kill honestly isn't that high. It's more like if it's gonna do anything to damage your psyche. Because like, I mean, I don't think Crit's the type of person who would be rattled by that, but I would be annoyed by myself at that. I would think about it, you know? I'd think way too much about it.
That's when you just blame your keyboard and then just move on.
That's true.
You're just like,
guys,
oh,
I
no,
was
whatever,
lagging.
sorry.
Anyone else? Can you guys hear me? Am I a robot? Like, test?
Yeah, he
But
needs
like
a pause
honestly, like
right there.
what were they gonna get there? Like they came there for the mid tower, and they might have got a bonus Dubu, but like they're fine with just getting a mid tower. It doesn't affect the game in any way. He still has to earn charge. Like there's really no difference.
Well,
Abed's close to his Orchid now. That could open up a few more rotation potential. But for the most part, Undying, partly why there's so few kills, is just they have such good vision. Ward's in the top of the map, the bottom of the map. The Hawk is behind this tier 1 mid tower, scouting out. Fly and Ice trying to make sneaky moves as we speak. It just sees everything EG are doing right now.
Tomato and Arteezy are trading back and forth in this top slot too, as one moves to camp and the other like starts the run, but it's almost ring of health time.
They have Blink, they have Orchid, it's go time. PL had the field, he made his first move to mid tower, he's going to save his TP and they're going to take a fight bottom. This is a really big moment for EG.
What do you think about this Blink on the Tide? Do you think this is the play?
I think it's good. I think they have the Storm who can like jump in and kill anyone, right?
Yeah.
So how it works when you have this automatic catch is that you need the team fight to back it up. So like this is a really good kill. A good example of this is like if you look at China, they're like early picking this Rasa hero that I know like the panel really likes. But what they do when they pick this Rasa hero is they pick these like humongous team fights behind it, because this Rasa is going to catch everyone. And if when you catch them, they can't fight you, then you're just going to kill everything. If it's like you catch them and you trade kills or they turn around on you, like these heroes' values fall off really hard.
Yeah, you can see how Ice was playing right there, right? They zip in, he sits in the high ground smoked. And then he never just jumps in, he just waits and waits.
I think it's really good, because like you're okay. I think both teams feel okay scaling to late game, but your mentality in Dota is never like, guys, we have the better late game, let's turtle and farm and just do nothing for like 35 minutes and hope that Arteezy carries us. Like maybe that is what they do in long games, but like
They get the tackle, but there's a Blink Ravage from Ice catches down 3, catches the Ursa in the pit. Rojan's on him as well. Executes a charging forward from Fly. That's gonna be able to catch Saberlight as well, and it's looking like it's gonna be 3 quick kills.
Radiant's middle
Only a Spirit Siphon stolen from the Rubik and right into the Roshan pit with all the ultimates, with Medallion as well. This will be an easy run.
Amazing. Honestly, so good by EG there. And it was like, you can see like, honestly, that's like a bit of difference in experience there. Like, the Bountunes are spawning and EG have their timing. Like, how Undying went for that Bountune was really casual. They're like, oh, it's like a pot. I'm going to drop to the Bountune and take it. EG are like, no, we're a top 2 major team. Like, there's no way when we have our timing, you're getting anything on the map for free. Like, and they punish them super hard there. Like, that's one of the biggest swings in the game is when you get this Roshan, and they got 3 kills on it to add it up, and they're going to get all the lanes out because they got these 3 kills, so now they're going to have Aegis and positive map pressure.
Blink coming in huge from Ice as well. Just like, you know, Bryle's relying on that wind run, and if there's just going to be a Blink Ravage like that, you're not going to have any opportunity. And the same thing goes for Tomato too in this game, right? So before these BKBs, the fear of Ice is very real.
Alright, now there's no Ravage or DPL. Even though there's this Aegis, you know it's on the PL, they should make a move on Undying here. They almost feel like they have to make a move, to be honest.
Radiant structures are
They're gonna get this tier 1 mid tower just with the Zoo, the Necrobooks, the Boars. No heroes committing. You can see it feels like they're playing very timidly in some ways. They've only got the 1 kill. They're only taking towers when they know it's safe, but they have kept this game very even. So despite EG's big win there, it is still less than a 1k gold lead going the way to EG.
Touché!
I think, I'm actually surprised with so many, but you know, the best of what nerves, your pulse comes down. I think that's probably just some technical issues, but
yeah, EG gonna use their advantage to take this tier 2 top.
That's a pre-20 minute.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Saberlight's trying to equalize bottom.
They have a glyph.
Dire's structures.
Both teams have a glyph.
20.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh man, this bottom tower will be so nice to get.
Oh, the last hit kills the wagon at top. That's very nice for him, and the wagon actually stays alive bottom. I think you want to defend this tower bottom, but
yeah, this feels like a waste of the Aegis pressure.
They were just short of their ultimates, no Ravage, no Exorcism for another 5 seconds, so maybe they just didn't feel confident going down there.
I'm not sure, actually. I feel like EG with this Aegis have given up too much map control compared to what I expected. Like, PL's gonna TP down here anyways, right? It's like, this is something that Carry started doing for Ramses. It's like, when the wave pushes, like, really close to your tower, like, you'll see Ramses TP down there on VP before, and his entire team will, like, cover him. They'll form, like, a wall. They're gonna march into a jungle, and they're gonna let PL farm all the way from his tier 3 all the way to the enemy tier 1. And he's gonna get, like, 1,500 GPM. It's something ridiculous in farm.
It feels like with the Aegis, he could have just TP'd to that tier 2 and almost solo defended it.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I felt like too.
TP in and defend it.
But honestly, they know better than me. Like they have like some idea for the game in their head, and maybe it's like a lot of the times they're feeling like you're looking for the correct team fight, and you don't really want to jeopardize it by like taking a stupid fight.
We had the stat from Knoxville there where these two teams are actually tied in terms of now after this 20-minute roast. So they've both taken 5 before 20, but Quincy Crew, interestingly enough, our other team today, only had 1 roast before 20 minutes.
Now, honestly, that doesn't
crazy.
surprise me a lot because
Yeah.
Quincy play very heavy on hero kills. Like they do a lot of their map movement just to kill off heroes, and then the heroes translate into map control. Like I don't think you'll see them. They'll sneak Roshes, but they won't like put it as a priority. They'd rather like after they kill heroes instead of kill Roshan, they'll push out lanes and looking for more hero kills.
Yeah, they just like stomped so many games though. You would think there'd be more than
What
one.
happened in this game? Like they're just trading every tower.
Yeah,
It's
they're
so
just mirroring each other. EG go bottom,
Radiant's
Undying go
top
top.
tower
EG
is
get
under
top tier
attack.
2, Undying get bottom tier 2. Now they're doing the same thing on the
Dire's
opposite sides of the map.
fortified.
It does feel like Undying are about to get a whole lot stronger. When they get these double BKB on both Windranger and Ursa, they're going to be able to match up against the Tide in these team fights a lot better.
It almost feels like they're trying to take all the towers before that happens.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I mean, basically, both teams, when you're doing this, it's like either you're really scared of them, which honestly, it looks really hard for Undying to fight them at this moment without the BKBs,
Just
or like,
Dire's bottom tower has
20-minute mark approaching with bounty runes and potentially. I don't think they're going for the outpost, but they do want to try and buy.
they don't have any wards right now, so the
And-
smoke feels a bit awkward.
Good old Dubu gonna take the smoke gank maybe.
Ice is just gonna go for that thing though. Oh, he's too late.
Yeah.
Unless they both go for it.
Oh,
Team, help
go
me.
for the try and fly, help him!
Outpost,
Don't
outpost!
get it.
Oh,
No. Maybe a fly had also just.
Oh, they're gonna get
forgotten
Arteezy
Dubu.
here.
Oh, Arteezy.
Oh, Arteezy's charging at him.
He's only got 20 seconds on this Aegis, but they may just kill him
Yikes.
twice. He's completely alone. They still got
After
focus
all
fire
that.
as well. Arteezy, doppelganger, can he juke this one? He sends the illusion away, they roll the illusion! Arteezy has just juked the hell out of them! Oh no, and now EG went up the storm, going to go in with the Blade Ravage as well! EG has turned this one around! All off of an Arteezy doppelganger juke, they've got 2 kills already in this fight. Tomato's on the run, just using his BKB defensively, but that's about to wear off, and Abed body block him, has the vortex in a couple of seconds, which he's not going to need. Tomato, jump onto the high ground. Ice says doesn't have a gush. Abed luckily out of mana, but Crit gets him with the roll, kicks him back in. The pull is there, and now they're going to lose Tomato. 3 down on Undying side. They want more. Arteezy, just no answer to his PL army as he takes out Dubu. That's his second death in the last 60 seconds, and EG get a huge lead off
What I
that.
miss?
Oh, I can't even, man. That was like a coin flip roar.
Oh,
That's so unfortunate. Very well done by Arteezy. I mean, that's the classic. You know, you got the 100% HP guy on the hotkey, and Arteezy juked him. He got him
I'm not
good.
gonna lie, like that was a shit ass play from Arteezy. Like his team showed top. He's going for this bounce rune. Like he knows his team chased him out. But like part of the mark of a good player is like you can turn these bad situations, and sometimes like luck is just part of it, you know? And one person Undying thinks they see like an illusion twitch more than shit, they're going on mid.
Yep. Saberlight
Over here now.
not going to go down, but one problem keeping alive.
Like one I can't believe that worked so well for them. Like
Yeah.
it was going to be such a bad death, but they just, you know, EG turn it around. They back up their boy, and it's looking pretty good for them now. And I want to mention, I really like that play from Abed there. He just jumps mid, but he's not planning on killing him there. He forces his Windranger TP, and all of a sudden, like, I mean, these TP scrolls are incredibly devalued in this game because all the towers are dead, but it's still good to force this out because you know, like, when you pressure it somewhere,
are scanning.
they're not going to be able to react properly. They're going top with a smoke, looking for RTC.
He's got his beat too. on
Reaver,
wind.
he's pretty tanky here. Gonna get shackled
Good
though.
shackle.
They catch him, and I think they're gonna just have to let Arteezy die. He gets lifted as well, so that's one health. Surely doesn't get out of this. That's the first kill Undying have gotten since the laning stick. Since like 2 minutes in the game.
Since Ice. Since the
Yeah.
very first kill. The first
That
blood.
was 20 minutes ago, I want to say. It's a big kill though.
That is a big kill. And I mean, it's not as Arteezy died, but there's no Roshan spawning. It's a smoke, so like, Like that wouldn't be. That's not that bad a death. The death under Ancients, I'm still bothered by it because it would be such a bad death. But it's not. It's such a good play. That bothers me.
Double damage.
That's the Dota right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Unintended interactions, you know.
Ha!
Abed,
Step on.
maybe?
That's an
not quite.
Aether Lens Rubik. If he got caught in a lift, that could have been dangerous, but...
I've had to recalibrate my telekinesis range. I just assume it reaches like 2 screens over at this point.
It's so far.
It's actually unreal.
I played with my friend was playing Rubik versus Pudge yesterday, and he got Aether Lens, and he had like maxed out third spell and everything, and he just hooked them from like the throne into Deep Ender Fountain. Like it was ridiculous.
Especially if you find like a neutral item to extend it even further.
So Saberlight's also going for the BKB. I really like this on Beastmaster. His other cores have BKBs. You might as well sync up and just be strong at the same time. Oh, Moon mid.
Long zip. Abed misses the zip damage, but shouldn't matter. Gets an easy kill on Moon.
Yeah, we saw Knoxville say this is like the lowest kill count at 20 minutes across the entire DPC of all games, and I think like that kind of speaks to how we're in the team fight in this game. Like everyone's just down for that, so BKBs are the way to go for sure.
They're
And
fighting
they
his
stopped his
Roshan.
road. Yeah, they smoked up. They don't have Rubik. He does have buyback, but there's nothing to TP to, so I don't think we're going to be seeing a buyback. Power Shock going to be looking to figure out what's going on in the pit. Arteezy's just going to be hard committing by himself. Should be wearing up soon. Abed goes in with the Blink Ravager on the tide. Ice does not get the Ursa. He gets the BKB off in time, but Mano needs to find a good target. He can't get onto Arteezy though. He's just been kited around during his BKB. The Magnetize catching everyone on the Undying side and Brio. Full retreat. His BKB about to wear off, and Abed going to get him as it ends. Forcing out several buybacks. The Ursa gets whittled away by the PL, and this is not looking good for Undying. One by one, they are falling. One by one, they are dying. Abed's out of mana, luckily. Can't pull anyone else back in, but EG won the fight and potentially secured themselves Roshan.
These Ravages by Ice has just been on point.
Yep.
Like
One BKB got off, but not Bryles.
Yeah, and I love how they're playing these fights. Like, they know they have the vision. A lot of teams are like, oh, let's wait for them to come to the Roshan pit. But you don't want that scenario where, like, Roshan's sort of hitting you from behind, the enemy team's coming in front, they get to drop on their spells. Instead, oh, they're under vision. The split-second decision, jump them. And, like, EG immediately stopped doing the Roshan. They're not like some pub carries who just keep hitting a Roshan. We're trying to kill them. And the end result is that you get the fight win and you get the Roshan.
Yeah, they left both these bounties up top for Abed too. Unnecessarily, might I add, with his Bloodstone. Ice might go back, but he walked right by it. It's cool.
He's so rich, he doesn't need the bounty rune. And Ice is really farmed, actually. I don't know how this happened, but he's third in net worth in this game. He has really good items this game, too.
Yeah, considering he was Blink first, and then he wasn't even the one who was getting the kill gold or anything.
Yeah, no, he's playing on Windrunner and like a fade mode. Like, it's really nothing to write home about.
Dire's middle tower is under
It feels like once they got to that last pick and had to grab this Windranger, like, yeah, it's a Brile special, but it wasn't the answer to the PL they needed. The Leshrac got banned, like, that would have been the almost...
They need Moon to turn it up right now. I think it's time for him to be the hero, you know? He's posting the anime images. I don't know what they are. I gotta do my research for the Dota one, but he's got a Blink Dagger, he's got Aether Lens. It's time to become Moon Meander.
Fortunately, this is just the best of one, and things are falling apart. Just kickoffs now coming EG's way.
The problem is, see, I played with Mr. Jackie Mao many years. How anime works is you have to lose first. No? You have to be on the comeback.
Well,
so,
they're there right now. I mean,
yeah, but this game is too much of a comeback.
So the comeback comes in their next BO1 is what I'm hearing.
Maybe, hopefully for them. I mean, the nice thing about this format is they have some time to recoup their thoughts.
Yes.
You don't have to play right after you lose in elimination matches like some other tournaments do. I don't even know the formats of my region, but it's happened to me a lot in the past. Don't like it.
Yeah, so Quincy Crew awaiting the winner of this best of one. Whoever does lose will get a bit of a breather before their deciding match. But EG right now, posturing on the high ground, looking to break the base of Undying, and there's just no answer. This PL is just taking buildings one by one. They're going to commit the exorcism now as well and basically just speed things up. Force Undying to make a play, or force Undying just to give up these wrecks, which seems to be the answer now.
That PL Doppelganger skin, it's very noisy. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Wooden pop.
Same thing with
pay to
Saberlight
win
and
right
his,
there.
whatever that, the emblem, Arteezy, they both got the little emblems going on too.
Very fancy.
Oh, that's why it's, okay, yeah, that's what's making all this.
They pulled
Oh,
back
good shot, though.
focus fire. They're gonna blow up the Death Prophet and EG. Side, they just want to disengage for now. They haven't got these racks yet. They were, you know, very slowly chipping away at it, even with the exorcism. So they may actually defend this one on the side of Undying.
EG don't even care, man. Like,
Yeah,
we're
he's
down
acting like he
45.
just-
Like, oh, free fight win.
Dire's middle barracks.
This Arteezy is really hard to burst. He has heart. There's an Eagle Song, he has cheese.
There's that. He gets the manta off and then doubles away. War comes out. That's on Abed. Abed! He's in trouble. He's got the Aegis though.
Structures are falling.
One kill on the hit now. If they come the second time, there's going to be a Ravage to protect him. He gets stunned immediately on respawn. A great shackle on Abed, but their Tide Ravage protected him as Abed now goes on the offensive, takes out the Ursa. Beastmaster could be next. He manages to just barely get back to the Fountain as EG will take the racks and run, knowing that they no longer have their ultimates. Great play from Ice again.
That was
There's a
just
sick shackle. Brile hit him with the shackle as he respawned from Aegis, I believe.
Yeah, the first time too, he died because the Rubik lift finished and it stunned him. That was some very nice timing from Undying. I like what EG did there though. Like the TP died, but they traded their 5 who had already used Exo for the Ursa BKB. So because of that, they know that they can outfight them, even though it's 4v5. I think like one theme that I've seen this game is like this team fight in this best of one. I think it's going to start to move up this priority list. Like even Quincy watching this game, they're going to realize that like in these best of ones, like I see this a lot in TI. It's part of why people think China's always done so well at TI is they pick a shit ton of team fight.
Can they get the
It's so
outpost in
hard to
time?
fight them.
Oh, go.
I think you have to go for kills. You can't go for the small plays. You have to go for like the 100-0 fight here.
Yeah, so that is the last hero they want to go on. They're going deep into the enemy side of the map, hoping for some kind of, you know, PL or Storm Spirit to show up for a bounty room, but that is not going to happen.
And the concept of that smoke was like pretty good, honestly. Like you're this far behind, any pick matters because hopefully you can snowball a pick into a fight. You don't have Ursa with you, so you can't really go too ham on the mid, and also you just can't fight. So they're hoping like some supports like, ooh, I'm gonna go take a strong, get some bounty runes, and surprise, you know, there's 4 heroes there.
Arteezy now has a butterfly to go with his heart, is going to go onto the high ground, has the Orb of Destruction to give him even more pushing power.
His allies are so far away and it just does not matter at all.
Are under attack.
This PL is pretty much unkillable. Oh, did he use cheese or no? He gave it away to Abed. Yeah, he doesn't even need that cheese, and he's playing like this.
Oh,
Like,
I'm over here.
Rax is going to go down without any 5 whatsoever. They do lift up Arteezy. Are they trying to force this fight? It looks like they're considering it. They get the axe. Vortex pull on Abed, catching out 3, setting up a perfect team fight. Perhaps it's Manu gets the BKB up. He gets some mana back as well. He's just hitting illusions, so he can't find the real PL. Instead, it's Nubu and Rubik, the 2 supports going down. Manu's BKB wears off, and that's the end for him. Nice roll from Crit. Going to catch Brile on the fountain. That's going to force out a GG as Abed gets one last Vortex pull. A rampage for Arteezy. Puts a perfect exclamation mark on this game.
All right, Arteezy dies in the Ancients.